Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Slight. Today we're going to be talking about security or safety when it comes to parking your bike out in the open kind of thing. There's many different safety concerns, but understand anything you do is prevention. It's not going to save you. If they want it, they're going to get it. You're just going to try and make it more difficult for them to get it. Make it a little bit more complicated for them to succeed in grabbing the actual bike. So today, I ended up getting a company called CRANNS that actually sent me two locks. So there is a disc lock, which is the RB6, and then they also gave me the PN70 padlock. So we're going to start with the RB6. So this is what you pretty much get. So inside this, you get your the padlock, you get an Allen key, and it looks like some cables and keys and stuff. Okay. All right. So they give you the tether. Now the tether is specifically for you to put it in, put it up on your clutch or brake, wherever, whatever side the brake is on your bike. It's just so then you know, hey, the padlock is still on. If you didn't and you decided you wanted to start going, that lock's just gonna come around and hit your caliper, right? So best to keep using this. So this is the lock assembly itself. It's really nice, really, like it's pretty solid actually. One piece essentially, as far as the castings. It looks like there's a speaker and stuff in there. So they give you 3 keys, and the good thing about these keys is these keys will unlock this. It will also unlock, as far as this one goes, it will unlock the padlock as well. Inside here is going to be an Allen. We're just gonna unscrew. Okay. Take this out. So okay, I thought that was plastic. It's actually metal. So it's kind of nice. This would come out, and in here is going to be your battery. Okay, so we got the battery out, and there's plastic around the battery, so that's why it's not working, obviously. And then, of course, with any battery, you will have the spot where it will show you, so the negative and positive. Negative goes in there. Okay, so that's that. Now we're going to put this back on. Okay, so that's there. Put this back in. The cover. And the screw. So that's the initial setup that you got to do to this. That way it's ready for use. And you can replace the battery, which is nice. I've seen a couple of these units that you can't actually replace the battery, which is kind of crappy, but they're very cheap. They're typically plastic for some reason. So the key goes in, pops that out. That brings out the pin. And I mean, if you've ever used these, you already know what I'm talking about, of how easy they are to use. But you would just put this over the lock, and then it's now secured. As far as looks, really nice. Again, the bike won't be able to move. That's kind of the point. It will come down and hit the caliper. You want to unlock it. Again, all you have to do is pull that out and it's off. There is also an app. I'm going to show you that afterwards. When you set this up, you're going to want to put this underneath. So basically where the pin would go, you're going to put that in, and then all you're going to do is bring that up to the handlebar or wherever you can see. Right, that's all it is. This is only a visual aid for you. It's not like a bike lock. It's not gonna stop anybody, and it's pretty easy to cut, I guess. So we're gonna just kind of explain a little bit of this thing. It's using 304 stainless steel, which is pretty nice. It's a monoblock. That's just pretty much meaning that it's built out of one piece. The 6mm push pin, they do have bigger ones, so 14mm if you have like bigger. And then you have smartphone control, volume sensitivity. Again, that's the app. You can do all kinds of stuff like that. You can link with accessory devices ready, so mobile alerts and stuff like that. Now they do have a unit coming in, or whenever they do come up, I'll update this, or I'll link that part to the video. That way you will see the feature of that as well. With that, it would be, so if somebody's screwing around with a bike, it would send me a text. So again, mobile alert device is coming soon is what they're saying. Now they are in testing as far as that goes, and they are pretty close. So that is coming. It's a 1000 milliamp hour CR2 lithium battery with 6 to 8 months of lifespan. So that will depend on how often you use this. That is pretty much the unit you're gonna have. That's the front one. Again, I do like the fact that it's very easy to put on and off, right? And just pop out. And again, you don't need the key to put it in. All you have to do is go over top and find the key. Oh, there we go. And there you go. That's a warning because I'm touching it. That's give me an... All right, so to turn it off. And that's it. And again, the app is kind of what I like. Like, I love the app feature, and I will show you that afterwards. You compare the unit to it. It's really, it's the typical disc lock, but like a step up. Okay, so the next one is the PN70. Now you can use this with a chain, or you can literally just loop it through, right? So again, here's your unit. So again, that's pretty heavy duty. Again, they give you 3 more keys. Another one of these, that way, again, depending on what you're using. And again, that's a pretty solid unit. It's a 16 mil shank, it looks like. Let's see, yep, 16 millimeter shackle. So that one is a stainless steel body, 16 millimeter hardened steel shackle. So it's gonna take some time to cut through that. It's an anti-twist shackle. So again, it's not like they're gonna like kind of move it out of the way. Anti-corrosion treatments on it, highly resistant to sawing, and it's also an anti-drilling lock, right? So it's not gonna be one of the loud ones. It's just a lock as far as that goes. But the cool thing about this is it's locked on both sides, so it comes out like so. So it's kind of unique that way. And again, all you can do is literally put it through, lock it through, and then that's there. You would put a chain down to it and it's not going anywhere. That's the idea of it. So what they're gonna end up doing is if somebody comes in and tries to seal it, they either have to cut the chain. Again, you would get a special chain to use this lock, or they're going to try and cut through or drill through this. And by the time that happens, somebody's going to hear it, somebody's going to see it. Now you would pair this with this unit, okay? And with this unit as a lock, you have the lock down, you have this unit attached to up front. Again, noisemaker, and they're gonna have to try and get both of it. So paired together, this is awesome. My bike doesn't typically sit outside, but when I'm going down to the States for like events or any longer distance, this will be in my bag 100%. Very solid units. I've done my research on these guys. Really good company. And I mean, the cheaper ones, the cheaper model type ones, they get all gummed up and stuff inside, and then you can't get the lock off, right? Which is crazy, because then you can't, like, what are you gonna do when this is there? You've actually created a problem, right? Okay, so that's that, that's off. Same key, right? Come through, and that's it. Pretty straightforward. All right. Oh, we're gonna go to that. So download the quick startup, English, and then that's gonna give you kind of the once over. So let's go to the app, tap the link, and all right, and then we're gonna do a password, okay, and you cannot have it more than 10 characters. Okay, name of CRANNS, we're just gonna go light, okay, and a success. Okay, so So, I mean, you can do all kinds of stuff with that. That's kind of cool. So timings, alarm on or off, battery level it'll give you, trigger records, it'll tell you that, sensitivity or shock, you can adjust that, as well as the alarm, right? So that'll be the volume as far as that, alarm on or off, so you'll know that. Your timings, so alarm time, and we can do the alarm time. Let's bring it in, why not? Let's do 30 seconds. Pre-alarm time is 5 seconds, perfect. So again, you can do all kinds of stuff. My phone's almost dead. There's so much in there. You can turn it on and off and stuff like that with that. That's kind of cool. And if I wanted to turn the alarm off, if I want to turn it back on, all right, kind of cool. Neat little idea. I'm actually kind of looking forward to the app, or not the app, the text messaging thing. I think that that's going to be a really cool idea, because if you're just, I don't know, in your house or whatever, or even if you're not even near the bike, it'll text you that somebody's screwing around your bike. That's kind of cool. All right, so that should give you kind of a once over on these things. I'm going to try them out a little bit, and I will update this afterwards. I'm kind of looking forward to the text message thing, but we'll end up showing you that afterwards. As far as the build quality, it's really, really solid. I really do like them. I've had a couple different ones of these, and I mean, they work well as long as you maintain them with a pin so they don't seize on you, especially if you're using it out in the rain. This looks like it's a way better built, so that doesn't look like I'm gonna really have a problem with it. So we're gonna try it out anyways. We'll let you guys know. And then, I mean, this, I'm gonna probably end up having to get a chain for that. Again, if your bike's with all this type of stuff and the next bike does not have this stuff, your bike's staying, the next bike's getting picked. That's just kind of, they're gonna try and pick up the ones that are gonna be a little bit easier, right? Less of a headache. And I mean, these things are pretty sick actually. So anyways, a huge thanks to Patreon supporters. You guys do help the channel out a lot. If you guys do want to support the channel, there is a Patreon link in the description. There's also a shop, hats, gear, and stuff like that. If you do like this channel, if you like this content, give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe. And until next time, guys.